Hi everyone, welcome back to Loopy Mabel's Closet. My name's Jane and today's video is going to be a nice little cosy chat about what I've been up to this week. I've done some knitting, I have received a beautiful gift in the post, obviously doing some sewing, some plans for more sewing. I've got some pattern drafting that I've been working on, and I have got a skirt that I think I might do a little bit of tweaking because I don't wear it. So maybe do a little bit of tweaking on that. So hope you'll join me for a lovely cosy chat. So hi, welcome back, and if you've just found my channel and you're not a subscriber and you'd like to follow along with all my dressmaking shenanigans and what have you, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button, then you won't miss out on any of my vlogs, which I bring out every week and sometimes even more in the week depending on what I get done. And yeah, so I'd love it if you join me, and I love to read your comments, so please feel free to leave your comments in the box below about anything that I talk about, and everything that I do talk about. If I can, I will leave links to anything in the box below too. Then you can feel free and click on those links if it's something that you might be interested in. So before I continue, the Swap, Share, Sew challenge has been up and running for a couple of weeks now. It's a challenge that myself and my lovely sewing friend Rosie from Rosie Sews Modern Vintage, we set it up last year. It's all about making friendships, swapping a little haberdashery notions parcel to a new friend somewhere in the world, anywhere in the world, get partnered up and sew something, incorporate what you receive in your little parcel if you want to, and just generally make some friends. And it was so successful last year, so we thought we'd do it again this year. And as I say, it's been going for about a couple of weeks now, and I think we've got about 80 to 90 ladies involved this year, and loads of partnerships obviously being made and loads of friendships being made. People are making friendships throughout the whole of the Swap, Share, Sew challenge, which is absolutely lovely to see. And if you go onto Instagram and you follow the hashtag Swap, Share, Sew, you'll see all the little parcels that are arriving on people's doorsteps, and it's just so lovely to see. And the chat amongst everybody, it's heartwarming, it really is. And that's what it was all about. That's why we created the challenge last year. If you're anything like me, I don't have any friends at all since I gave up my career about 15 years ago to look after my husband, and I don't have any friends. I admit it. I'm not ashamed to say. That's just the turning that my life's gone, and that's how it is. I've got a family, obviously. I'm not a total Billy No Mates, but you know, that's how it is. And I'm sure there's not just me out there who are in the same boat, maybe don't get out as much as you can, or maybe you're just in a stage of your life that your maybe confidence isn't very good. You just haven't got the confidence to go out and make new friends. Maybe some of your friends have dwindled away as they do. Or it may be that you have got friends, but they don't chat about sewing. Maybe they just don't get it. And sometimes it's just nice to have that friendship. And that's one of the reasons why we set up that challenge last year. My friendship with Rosie, purely through Instagram. I just messaged her one day. I loved something that she was wearing. I said, I love your style. She's very vintage, 50s, retro. She does amazing things with her hair. And we just got chatting and communicating over Instagram. I've made loads of friends on Instagram in the sewing circle. It's just absolutely amazing. Heartwarming, it really is. It just makes my day. And so we got chatting, and then we got together and we thought we'd do the challenge. So that's how I created my friendship with Rosie. And from there, obviously, I've created friends from last year's Swap, Share, Sew challenge. Hard to say sometimes. And all over the world, Canada, US, Australia, Finland, Sweden, Norway, Spain, all over Brazil, all over the world. It's just so lovely, and we still chat. You can feel, you know, you can chat with each other throughout the year on Instagram. It's just great. And again this year, so I'm making even more friends this year. So if you're sat there, and obviously it's too late to join in this year, but the sewing community on Instagram is just amazing, and it's just an amazing community, sewing community, and that's one of the things I love about it. And I love vlogging here as well, because I get to chat with you guys too. You appreciate what I do, and it's just it's just so lovely. So thank you so much for all those that do subscribe. I just wanted to share that with you actually, because if you sat there and you are in a similar boat to me, then all is not lost. That's all I'm saying. And the sewing community, the sewing and dressmaking community on Instagram is just the friendliest, loveliest bunch of people. Seriously, everybody's just so lovely, and everybody like chats with each other and helps each other out with sewing problems and swapping, you know, things that they've been doing and sewing patterns that they're interested in doing. It's just really is absolutely lovely. I'm just so grateful to be part of it. Absolutely love it. And just wanted to share with you how lovely people are. This little parcel arrived last week, and it came, postman knocked on the door because it wouldn't go through the letterbox. So I just thought, parcel, I don't remember ordering anything online. Thought, oh God, have I got that much of a problem that I can't even remember what I've ordered online? And then when I saw the postmark, I thought, Canada? What have I ordered from Canada? Dear Lord, I must have been ordering in my sleep. But no, it wasn't me. It was this gorgeous parcel from a lovely lady who has been following me here on YouTube. Her name is Patty, so hi Patty. And she lives in Nova Scotia in Canada, and she found my address through my website, and she sent me the most delicious parcel. She's been watching my vlogs, and she's very similar in taste. She likes old-fashioned buttons and vintage lace and all those type of things, obviously dressmaking. And she just sent me this most amazing parcel in the post that I had to share it with you. So first of all, she sent me this lovely typed letter, and it was just so lovely. And one of the things she said was that I'd just given her the courage to go for it. She was inspired by me sitting here and rambling on about, you know, be confident, just go for it. If it's something that you want to do, then you do it for yourself. Don't waste any more time worrying about what other people think and things like that. And you've probably heard me saying this loads of times here. And it's true. You've got to just go for it. And obviously I'd given her the courage to go for it, and she's been sewing away happily. I just thought, oh, that is just the sweetest thing. And she literally knows me to a T, even though obviously we've never met. She knows what I like. So first up is this gorgeous little stitched, it's like music paper that she'd stitched together to make like a little envelope, stitched together. And inside is this gorgeous necklace. I think it's made out of a silk scarf, and the colours are just fabulous. They are going to go with so many things in my wardrobe. It's just beautiful. Hopefully you can see that. It's just vintage, and it's got olive green in it and burgundies and like peacock blue, and it's just fab. And then also, which is a genius, she's made a brooch, and the backs, you know, the bottoms of men's ties. Can you see like the bottom of the tie? And she's made me that gorgeous flower brooch. How clever is that? Recycling at its best, or upcycling at its best. And again, the colours are just right up my street. Blues and greens and burgundies, and just absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much for those. They are going to so well get worn. So that was like so lovely. And then this gorgeous little drawstring floral bag, and inside it's just full of more goodies. So it's just unbelievable. It really, honestly, it's just so lovely. And the sweetest, gorgeous, vintage little selection of like vintage cotton reels. I mean, oh, the cutest little things. All gorgeous colours. And there's another one. And look at that one. How cute is that? So all these gorgeous cotton reels. I mean, just delicious. And then in this pouch It's like Christmas, seriously. There is some little embellishments to stitch on to whatever you're working on, and a little diamante keyring type of heart. And then in this section, the most fab vintage buttons. Now, you know, if you follow me on my channel, you know I love a button, and you know I love vintage buttons. I mean, look at them. I mean, wow. She knows me so well, does Patty. And this gorgeous, I think it's like Bakelite. I mean, that alone is just so beautiful. Thank you so much. I mean, this alone is just amazing. I mean, but it doesn't end here. And then a little packet of the most gorgeous lace and rickrack. So some nice green rickrack, gorgeous blue crochet type of picot lace, and gorgeous vintage cream lace. I mean, look at that. Wouldn't that be absolutely fabulous around the neckline and maybe around the cuff of a sleeve? Oh, absolutely gorgeous. I'll probably just sit and stroke it and put it away and then get it back out and keep looking at it, as we do, don't we? And then she sent me this fab pattern. It's a quick sew pattern for a coat, because she says, obviously I'm working towards my handmade wardrobe, and she reckons that one day I'm going to have to make a coat if I'm going to go towards a fully handmade wardrobe. And you're right, absolutely right, Patty. And she sent me this pattern for this gorgeous coat. I love that pattern. There's two styles, so it's like the shorter style and the longer style. So it can either come with the collar or without the collar. And some nice chunky buttons down the front, which is absolutely fab. So thank you so much. And then she sent me some pictures of her gorgeous cat, which is so like one of my cats. Her cat helping her in her sewing. And then she likes to upcycle, so she sent me some pictures of how she upcycles like tweed jackets into bags and things. And here is a picture of the coat that she made from this pattern. Like the back and the front. And a little brooch that she's put on the front. It's just so lovely. It's just absolutely the most thoughtful gift, seriously. And a little card to Jayne and Mabel, and she just put happy sewing. Thank you for sharing your story. And that is just, seriously, makes it quite emotional reading that. It's just so lovely. So thank you so much, Patty. And the last thing she sent me, which I absolutely love, is a vintage knitting pattern booklet with loads of obviously vintage patterns, but like grandad style type of patterns, and the vest styles, which I'll be coming on to in a minute, which is so timely. Absolutely love them. So she knows me so well, so clearly, thank you, Patty. You obviously take notice of my vlogs, and everything is just made for me, just perfect for me. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It was really the most thoughtful thing that you could do, and to, you know, to send me this lovely parcel. Just, I mean, one thing is amazing, but all these delicious things, thank you so much. And I just had to share it with everybody just to show you how lovely and friendly this sewing community is. It's just absolutely amazing, and I just feel so thrilled to be part of it. And so going on from the vintage knitting patterns, which I've been searching high and low to do vintage. My mum's got a few which I've raided, and I've been posting some pictures of my recent knitting make, which is this fab burnt orange grandad style vest. It's not a vintage pattern because I haven't been able to get one that I like, but I have now. Thank you so much, Patty, for that. And you were all asking which one was it, so I thought I'd share it with you. So I did this first one in this gorgeous burnt orange, and it's a James C. Brett knitting pattern. I'll put the details for it in the box below if you fancy having a go at making it. I got this from the Wool Warehouse and my wool, so I'll pop the link for that as well in the box below. And it's a really lovely knitting pattern, really super simple, and I think it took me 7 balls of 50-gram balls of double knit wool, so any double knit wool, I think, but it's a really lovely pattern. So that's the pattern, and that's the burnt orange I went for because I just thought it's just an absolutely brilliant colour, lovely and autumnal. It's one of my colours on my colour wheel. It goes amazing with my hinterland dress. I think I wore it the other day in the garden. I'll put a picture up of me wearing it. It goes absolutely, which is a sheer fluke because when I made this dress, I didn't have this wool or anything at all, and it goes really well. It really doesn't have to pick up the oranges in this floral linen fabric. So that's my vest. So I absolutely loved making this because it's just great to pop on because it doesn't have the sleeves. So it's great to pop on over things that have got like sleeves and you don't want to hide your sleeves, but you just want a little bit of extra warmth. Absolutely brilliant for that. And so I made that one, and I had this colour wool, and I just thought, again, sheer fluke, I just thought that goes so well with my latest drafted pattern that I've made, my Primrose Dress, which I've called it. I thought, perfect colour. So I'm making this pattern again, but I'm just doing plain stocking stitch for this one. Because it's like floral fabric, I didn't want anything too fussy, so I've just gone for the plain stocking stitch. This is the back, and I've done the front, so I'm halfway for the back, and I thought that would go absolutely great. Just popped on over, and then obviously the sleeves will still show through, and I just thought, how cute is that going to look? So that's what I'm knitting at the moment. I'm absolutely loving getting back into my knitting. I've always knit. I taught myself to knit. My mum tried to teach me back in the 1970s. I remember when we had lots and lots of power cuts all the time in the 1970s and here in the UK. And I remember my mum trying to show me under candlelight or torchlight. And I'd be knitting away, and the next day in the daylight it'd be full of holes. But in the end, I just mastered it, carried on teaching myself. So I taught myself really to knit. And I've always been knitting. I've always done crafts. I love knitting, obviously I crochet and sewing. And I just thought, oh, I'll get my knitting needles out and do a bit of knitting for a change instead of crochet. And I've got all the set, I've got the full set of knitting needles. I've got loads of wool and do a bit of knitting, and I'm absolutely loving knitting on night. So just on night, just sit and do as much as I can till it's bedtime, and these soon whiz up. So for those of you who are wondering what the pattern was, it's the James C. Brett pattern, and it's JB 433. As I say though, I'll pop it in the box below as well, so you can have a look at that. So I shall keep you posted on this one. Obviously, as soon as it's made, I'll pop it on and put some pictures on Instagram of me wearing it with that. And then moving on to this skirt. I don't know whether you can remember this skirt I made. This is I made it on a pattern test. It's for Athena Kaku Patterns, AK Patterns, and this is the Brittany skirt, and I did the pattern test for her last year, and it had originally had like tie straps on, but I took them off because I thought they were a bit too fussy for me. And when I made this, I was still on my weight loss journey, shall we say, and now it's absolutely drowns me on the waist, and I was just going to give it to charity. It is bark cloth fabric. I absolutely love this fabric. It's bark cloth, it's really old vintage fabric. In fact, I put it in a charity bag, went shopping, put the charity bag on the front door step because the charity van was coming that day, and then when I was out shopping I just thought, why did I put that skirt in the charity bag? So I drove home thinking it's going to be too late, the charity bag will have gone. So luckily it was still there on the doorstep, so I opened the bag and took the skirt out. So glad I did. But since then I haven't done anything with it. A, because it's too big on the waist, which is no hardship because all I need to do is unpick the waistband and take it in. No hardship there at all. But B, it's the original length. Take the pin, I've got a pin in it. The original length is, take the pins out, I've got it pinned up because I want to do it. Shorten it to just below the knee. and I think I might wear it better. Well, I think I might wear it full stop. So it's quite a long skirt. I know it's not to everybody's taste. It is quite bright. It is quite garish. But I just love it. I just think it's really vintage. And I think in the winter with some black tights and my boots and maybe a bottle green type of figure hugging type of cardigan, like 1950s cardigan. Something like in this book, in fact. Something in this booklet. Let me see if I can find something. See, that's quite nice. Quite like that one. That one there, quite like that. So I was thinking of something with, like negative ease type of jumper. I thought that would go quite nice. Something like that, vintage style, with some tights and my boots, but make the skirt shorter to just below the knee. Can you believe me going to wear a skirt? Never been heard of, I know. Bottle green, vintage style jumper, maybe. Definitely not black, because black is not my colour. I'm more dark brown. But I think that'd be quite nice. So that's the plan for that. And obviously I'll keep you posted on this. I'll obviously pop some pictures of me wearing it on Instagram and see what you think of me wearing a skirt. Yeah, I know. Shut the front door. Jayne's going to put a skirt on. I've got tights. Got some lovely thick tights. They're just collecting dust in my drawer. So there you go. I'm going to try and... a little bit going outside the box of my comfort zone again. It's not so much my comfort zone. I think it's just a habit of what you tend to wear. And sometimes you get a little bit too comfy in those things that you wear over and over. So I thought, right, come on, Jayne, put a skirt on and see how you feel wearing a skirt instead of trousers all the time. I'm really loving the dresses. I know I still wear them over my jeans, but it's still a dress, and I'm really loving wearing the dresses. I absolutely love this pattern. So I'm going to give all my patterns that I've drafted names. So this is going to be the Primrose Dress. My pinafore that I did, I'm going to call that the Poppy Pinafore. Both named after my two girl cats. And my Peter Pan blouse, I'm just going to call it the Peter Pan blouse. I've been working on something pattern hack, shall we say, on the Peter Pan blouse. So I'll share that in a vlog this coming week with you. I love it, absolutely love it. Give you a little bit of a sneak peek of the fabric I used. I used one of these delicious floral ones that I got from Stoff and Still. Did it in that gorgeous viscose. So I shall share all the details on what I did with my Peter Pan blouse. I did a little self-hack on it, and I'm really pleased with it. So that'll be coming, a little vlog on that will be coming soon. I've had so much feedback. Thank you so much on my patterns that I've been drafting. It's just so lovely. And quite a lot of you have said, well, I'll be making them into a pattern for you to buy. As I said in a previous vlog, I would absolutely love to do that. And I'm now, as we speak, working on grading my pattern. It's going to be a long process because obviously I'm still learning. I am not sitting here saying I'm now an expert, because I'm not. But the pattern works, it fits. I think I've perfected it, and I think it's good enough to turn into a pattern. I'm working on the grading. So obviously I need to grade it for all the different sizes, and then once I've done the grading, I'm going to ask if anybody out there would like to do some pattern testing for me before I then get it obviously printed. So that's what I'm doing so far. I'm really loving this side. It's definitely getting my brain going. It's absolutely brilliant exercise for my brain, and also it just gives me a little bit of focus as well. Obviously, you probably do know if you follow me that obviously I care for my husband, who is not in the best of health. He's got bowel cancer, and it is quite stressful, very stressful day after day. I'm his full-time carer, so 24/7 I'm his carer, so I help him get dressed, showered, toilet if he needs me, all those things. And sometimes it gets a bit much. And that's one of the reasons why I love to sit here and chat to you lovely people out there when John's asleep. And another reason why I'm absolutely throwing myself into my dressmaking, because it's just a little bit of therapy for me, I suppose. This is absolutely brilliant for me. It's just exactly what I need. I can only fit it in, obviously, in between John's needs and things like that. But when there's a spare moment, I am fitting it in. And it's just brilliant for me. And all of this is absolutely brilliant for me. This amazing sewing circle community that I feel part of is absolutely brilliant for me. It just keeps me going. It keeps me focused and feeling like, obviously because I don't have a job, I don't have a career anymore, and sometimes I feel a little bit like, you know, who am I, what am I doing, got nothing to get up for, if you know what I mean, type of thing. It's not as bad as that, but do you know what I mean? And all of this is just absolutely brilliant for me. Just keeps, like I said before, just keeps me focused, just keeps me thinking and creating, planning. It's just, yeah, I can't put it into words, but I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from. That's why I keep smiling, because it literally does lifts my spirit and my whole well-being. Yeah, I know, sorry if I'm rambling in this video, but I did say it was going to be a cosy chat, and we are having a cosy chat. So that's the plan with my dressmaking. And talking of my pattern drafting, I've been drafting another one. I know, there's no stopping me, seriously. Do I ever go to sleep, Jayne? A lot of you say to me, do I ever sleep? Yeah, I do sleep in between feeding the cats in the middle of the night, but that is a whole different story. Anybody else got cats that demand feeding in the night? Please let me know. Please let me know. It's not just me who's a complete nutter with my cats. I've got 4 cats. I know I'm digressing again, but I've got 4 cats. Geordie and Toffee, the boys, they're 16 coming up, and Poppy and Primrose, both here, they're 14 coming up. And since I've had Geordie and Toffee, I have been, this is no word of a lie, seriously, I've been up in the night. Geordie's the culprit, little black and white one. They broke the mould when they created him. He has me up every night, every single night for the last 16 years, at least twice a night, because he likes his dinner in the night. I know you're probably saying, Jayne, you're absolutely nut job. Just shut the door, don't let him in. I can't do that. John says, just shut the door, he won't come in, he can't pester you, but I can't do that. They're all my babies. I absolutely love my cats. So I do sleep in between feeding the cats, or thinking about what I'm going to make next, or just dreaming of fabrics, or what I'm going to knit next, seriously. But I've always been like that. I've always been one to be on the go. You never see me sitting down for longer than 10 minutes. I always make a cup of coffee, and it always goes cold, because I make the cup of coffee, I sit down and I'll think, oh, I'll go and do whatever, and off I go. And that's just me to a T. But I do sleep, yeah. So talking of the devil, here he comes now. Come and see. Hey, Johnny. Come see Mama. Come on then. Ah. Here he is. Talk of the devil. This is Geordie. This is the culprit that keeps me awake every night for the last 16 years. Aren't you, Geordie? So, back to my pattern drafting. So I'm absolutely having a buzz, absolute buzz. As I say, it's really getting my juices going, my creative juices. Is just getting my brain exercise, is calculating centimetres and inches and things like that. It's absolutely good for the old brain, the old grey matter, which has got slightly underused over the last 15 years since I gave up my career. I'm lucky though. I mean, I know, not lucky that John's not too good, but I am extremely lucky. I'm very fortunate actually, and I know I am, that I have this amazing room to myself. This whole of this room, decent sized room, well, big enough for me and 4 cats to sew. I appreciate, and I'm lucky that I don't have to go to work. It would be a whole different kettle of fish if I had to go to work and John's still unwell, because then it would be an absolute nightmare. But luckily, I don't have to go to work, and I do appreciate that. I'm very, very lucky, because obviously with the big age difference, 20 years, the age difference between me and John, we've been married 35 years. 36 years in January actually. So because he's 20 years older than me, he's 74 now, so he's retired anyway, and he gets his pension. So that's one of the reasons why I don't have to go to work, because he gets his pension. So I know how lucky I am. I know every day how lucky I am. So I am no means complaining of that I don't work, or I don't have, you know, I don't go out to work, I don't have a social circle anymore. I don't have a career anymore. Well, that's the choice. That's what we had to do at the time when we needed to do that. But I'm very, very lucky that I can sit here and enjoy all the things that I love. It'd be like I say, it'd be a whole different kettle of fish if I had to go to work. and worry about going to work, worrying about who's going to look after John, and I wouldn't be able to do all these lovely things that I can do. I've got the time to do. So if you're ever wondering, Jane, do you ever stop? Well, no, I don't ever stop, but then I don't have to go out to work, and I don't have the worry of having to go out to work. I certainly don't take anything for granted. Did I go on a bit there? Sorry. I'm just trying to explain, you know, if you just tuned in and you've never followed me before, I'm just trying to explain, you know, who I am, what I'm doing, where I'm all about. So yeah. Anyway, so are you still there? You haven't switched off? Oh, me and my cosy chats. So back to pattern drafting. So I'm so excited about my dress, my Peter Pan blouse and my little pinafore that I thought, right, let's have another go at doing another type of dress. Away from the gathered skirt style, I'm going to go for an A-line type of dress. I absolutely loved A-line style type of dress that I did for Felicity Fabrics blog post, the sorrel dress from Jennifer Lauren Handmade. Absolutely loved that style. It's not a style I would ever have gone for, that A-line shape, but I absolutely loved it. It's really flattering silhouette, and I thought, oh, maybe I should just go for maybe an A-line. So my plan is, this is the plan, a wrap over style front. So that is my front wrap parts. Obviously one side will wrap there, and obviously opposite side will wrap across there. It's not going to be a wrap over as an open traditional wrap. I thought I'd just try something a little bit more technical. So that's the wrap section, and that's obviously the back, and again that's going to have the zip up the back, and there is the A-line, that's the back, so like the A-line pattern, and this is the front, so it's got like that A-line, so it's going to be like fitted silhouette with like a wrap front with I've just gone for a plain short cap sleeve, and I've even done the crossover facing front both sides, and the facing for the back, so obviously that will stitch on to that, goes around, obviously double and back around. So I'm quite pleased. I haven't done it yet, so I haven't got no idea what it's going to look like. Put my notches in, done everything, I think. So that's the plan. So I shall obviously keep you posted on how I get on with my A-line, my wrap front A-line dress. And this is the fabric I am going to use. Remember these, I don't know if you remember the two gorgeous floral vintage fabrics I got from Olive Road, London a while back. I'll pop the card for that vlog up there. It's all been laundered, it hasn't been ironed or anything yet, but I just thought that would make a gorgeous wrap front A-line dress. And it's obviously got the delicate pinks in there, which I could wear a nice long sleeve skinny tee underneath, and maybe it's got pale blue in there actually, so even the pale blue could pick out, possibly, not sure, because that would hide the wrap, wouldn't it? So I don't really want to hide the wrap detail, so possibly not, but maybe a nice pale pink skinny cardigan would look nice, though, just over the, you know, skinny cardigan. So that's the plan for my wrap front A-line dress. Let's see if it works, but you know, there's no reason why it shouldn't work. And before I go, I hope you're still there, I hope you haven't fallen asleep or just gone. I hope I'm not just talking to myself out there. Talking of obviously knitting again, I've got some more gorgeous autumnal colours. In fact, that is a sheer fluke, wasn't planned. That would be the perfect colour. So that would be a nice plan. In fact, even this one, because it's got like old gold in there, would go too. And obviously this colour would go with my hinterland. So really good colours. So these are going to be mapped out. These two are both Aran weight. and they're both mapped out for skinny type cardigans, so that's what they're going to be for. So that's my next knitting after I finish the pale blue. And before I go, oh no, not quite before I go, I've got these delicious cotton jersey fabrics from Felicity Fabrics that I bought. They had discount, a sale on not so long ago, and I just couldn't resist getting a stock up on my autumn jersey colours. And look at the colours, aren't they absolutely gorgeous? And that would go a gorgeous skinny rib. Again, sheer fluke, didn't plan it, I swear. Would go really nice. It's a skinny tee under there. Yes. Long sleeve skinny tee, and I'm going to draft my own long sleeve skinny tees, and I've got a little bit of an idea to do something a little bit different with my long sleeve skinny tees, so stay tuned for that. So that would be absolutely fab colour to go with that. Seriously, I didn't plan any of this at all, but all the colours are going so well. I tell you probably why they're all going so well is because they're all the colours on my colour wheel. So our colour palette, my season colour palette, I am dark autumn. And I think because they're all the colours, they're all going to go with each other. And it's just, if you haven't done it, I'll pop the card for the vlog I did on that. It's absolutely brilliant. You just fill in a few questions about your hair colour, your skin colour, your eye colour. And it just tells you basically what colour palette that you're in. And those are the colours that suit your skin, really enhance your skin tones, enhance your hair, enhance everything about you, your eyes, and help you to plan your handmade wardrobe with the colours that, you know, are perfect for you. And all these colours are on my wheel, so that's probably why they all go really well. Even the colours of my wool, they're all on my colour palette. So how amazing are they? Absolutely love those colours. And one last thing, promise before I go, I'll just show you this one because I didn't show you this one very well, did I? This looks like real tapestry. These are all on Felicity Fabrics website. I'll pop the link for their amazing website in the box below. Look at that. It looks like real tapestry embroidery. Look at those colours. Absolutely fab colours. So there are my jerseys. Long sleeve skinny tees coming with a little bit of a difference. I'll keep you posted on that, as I always do. And one last thing before I go, I got some of this fabric. I had to get 1/2 metre a while back, and I wanted to send Rosie, my friend, Rosie Sews Modern Vintage, as part of her Swap Share Sew Challenge parcel this year, some pockets, because the pocket template is one of the things you can send each other, some nice pockets. Use your scrap fabrics. Amazing for your scrap fabrics to send some pockets. So I got some of this and I made and cut a set of pockets out for Rosie to send to her because I thought it's quite retro and she likes all those colours. But I absolutely love this fabric. I mean, look how vibrant this is. Now I know it's a black background and black is not my colour, but there's more colour in it than the black. And they're all my colours that are in it. And I absolutely love this fabric. So I went back to get some more and there was none left. So, but they're going to get some more in. So I can't wait to stalk them to see when it comes back in because I just absolutely love that. How vibrant is that? And I think that would make just a fabulous, some sort of apparel. Who knows? So I'm hoping that's going to come back in stock soon because I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So that's it for today, I think. I think I've covered absolutely everything. I hope you're all still there. I'm not just talking to myself here, but I'm sure you are. Thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed today's cosy autumn vlog of all the things I've been up to and planning to do. And if you just found my channel, like I said, I would love it if you subscribed, if you want to follow along with me along my sewing journey. And believe me, it might sound a little bit cliche, but it totally is a sewing journey for me, completely. And I've still got loads more things to do, so my journey is going to keep on going. I can't wait to see what else comes up for me in my sewing journey. Seriously, my handmade wardrobe is looking pretty good at the minute. So thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. I'd love to read your comments in the box below, and I think I'll make this into a little regular, maybe a midweek one, cosy, just a chat about what I've been doing and what I'm planning on doing. Quite enjoyed sitting here and chatting about all the things I've been doing and what have you. So thank you so much for joining me today and listening to my ramblings, and hopefully I'll see you on my next sewing vlog. But until the next time, as I always say, please take care, and as always, happy sewing. See you next time.